Think about Lebanon for a second. What comes to mind? Probably the incredible Mediterranean food, the ancient cedar trees, or maybe the bustling streets of Beirut, right? It's a gorgeous picture for sure. But in this explainer, we are totally flipping the script. Get ready for a major paradigm shift because there is so much more to this story.
We're moving past the tourist postcard and diving into the Lebanon that literally shaped human civilization. No joke, we're talking about a place that pioneered global maritime trade, actually birthed the alphabet, and engineered colossal temples that still completely baffle modern experts today.
So it leaves us with this massive, genuine mystery. How in the world did such a physically small country leave such a giant footprint on the globe? Well, it's basically a rapid-fire series of historical game-changers and geographical wonders. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The birth of written language.
To really wrap our heads around this first one, we've got to talk about Byblos. This isn't just some old ruin. It's one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities on the entire planet, and it's ground zero for a tool you're literally using right now, the Phoenician alphabet. You see, the Phoenicians lived along the coast of ancient Lebanon, and what they came up with wasn't just a local bookkeeping tool, it was a total technological revolution. Instead of drawing incredibly complex pictograms, they figured out a brilliantly simple way to just write down sounds. This single idea allowed humanity to easily trade concepts, record history, and share knowledge across oceans.
And the domino effect here is just wild. Because the Phoenicians were master sailors, they carried this brand new alphabet all the way across the Mediterranean. That directly inspired the Greek script, which then evolved into the Latin script, which ultimately became the foundation for the exact keyboards we are typing on today. From a tiny coastal strip to basically the entire modern world. Absolutely mind-blowing.
Section 2. Monuments of impossible scale.
Okay, so we're shifting gears from the invisible scale of language to sheer monstrous physical scale. Deep in the Bekaa Valley is Baalbek, which was one of the absolute most prestigious sanctuaries in the entire ancient Roman world. The stone blocks used here are unfathomably huge. We're talking so massive that modern engineers still scratch their heads trying to figure out how ancient people quarried, moved, and lifted them into place. They pushed ancient engineering to absolutely impossible limits.
But it wasn't just on land. Take a look at ancient Tyre. To us today, it might just seem like a dot on the map, but back then, it was an absolute titan, a true maritime powerhouse. They were basically driving the ancient global economy with massive trade networks, unmatched sailing skills, and this incredibly expensive, highly coveted purple dye that everyone wanted.
Section 3. Sacred lands and hidden worlds.
So we've looked at these towering temples, but what about beneath the surface? 9 kilometers. That is the staggering length of the Jeita Grotto, sitting just north of Beirut. And guys, this isn't just some little cave you poke your head into. It's an enormous, interconnected limestone universe. The lower cave actually channels an underground river that is so massive, the only way you can even navigate it is by hopping in a boat. Now contrast that deep, dark, underground world with the soaring heights of the Qadisha Valley, also known as the Holy Valley. This is straight up one of the world's most spectacular early Christian monastic landscapes. You've got these ancient monasteries and hermitages literally clinging to the edges of dramatic cliffs, tucked right inside mountain caves. It honestly looks like a spiritual map permanently carved straight into the rock face.
And guarding these sacred mountains are the legendary Cedars of God. Now, you probably recognize the cedar as that vibrant green tree sitting right in the middle of the Lebanese flag. But these ancient forests were once so famous for their incredible strength that they were heavily harvested to build the absolute greatest ships and temples of the ancient world. Today, they stand as a deeply rooted national memory of endurance and true identity.
Section 4. Living culture and ancient memory.
But here is the most fascinating part. This history isn't just locked away in dusty ruins. Take Anjar over in the Bekaa Valley. The operative word here is planned. Most ancient cities kind of just grew slowly and haphazardly over hundreds of years. Not Anjar. Founded in the early 8th century, this place was methodically laid out from day one. We're talking perfectly organized streets, gates, palaces, mosques, baths, and shops. It's an incredibly rare, perfectly preserved snapshot of an early Islamic city just frozen in time.
And that deep historical continuity flows right into the agriculture, too. Did you know Lebanon actually holds one of the oldest, most uninterrupted wine traditions on the planet? We're talking thousands of years of production, especially right there in the Bekaa Valley. It was those same Phoenicians who originally helped spread wine culture all across the Mediterranean. And today, modern Lebanese wineries are continuing that exact same deeply ancient story.
This living memory even extends to the spoken word. And we aren't talking about sitting quietly reading written poetry here. We're talking about zahal. This is live battle poetry. It literally turns language into a high-energy, rhythm and rhyme public duel at major celebrations. It's such a fun, incredible testament to the enduring power of the spoken word in this culture.
Section 5. Small country, huge history. Okay, we have covered a staggering amount of ground in a really short time today. From the very letters we type out on our phones, to the literally impossible stones of Baalbek, through those majestic cedar forests, down hidden underground rivers, and right into the middle of vibrant poetic battles. It all brings us back to one completely undeniable conclusion. Small country, huge history. It is a massive, cinematic legacy that completely reframes its tiny size on the map.
Which leaves us with one final, pretty provocative thought to chew on. If a country this physically small could so fundamentally shape the entire ancient world, what other hidden histories are we just walking right past every single day? Stay curious, and we'll catch you in the next explainer.